Sabrina here. So today I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do a baking video. I'm not that good at baking. Let's just get that in mind right now because baking is harder than cooking, I find. So let's see how this goes because we'll see. So today I'm gonna be baking something very, you could say autumnal because this week is Canadian Thanksgiving. So I decided, what represents Thanksgiving? A lot of apples, but I didn't find really many apple videos apple desserts that is easy for me to start off with. So I decided pumpkins. It's autumn, it's October, let's try pumpkins. So today we're gonna be making a pumpkin streusel. I think it's called streusel, because it's like a strudel. Muffins. And I'll leave you the link below of the recipe because I'm giving credit to this one girl named Rachel who put this up on Pinterest, and I think it's like a really good idea. Let's get started. So all here I have everything ready. Actually my flour is a bit to the side, so we're gonna move that here. Put it right here. So I have all my things measured out. I'll just name you what I have. I do not know all the measurements at the moment. I have a cup of butter. I have my pumpkin. I have my salt, my baking soda, powder, sugar, brown sugar, nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, flour, and vanilla extract with also the eggs. As well as for the strudel part, the streusel, you have the flour again, you have butter, sugar, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Okay, so I forgot to mention one thing. The butter for the streusel has to be melted, so don't forget. So I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, which melted it completely, which is good. And I'm gonna be using my iPad, which is currently at 4%, actually. And because I need to follow the recipe, I don't know. So actually, what we're gonna do first, follow me. So just check if everything's out of the oven, which we have a lot of pans currently, so I'll put them right here for now because we didn't clean this part up. And you have to preheat the oven to 350. Let it preheat. And now let's come back to here and let's start. So all it's saying in it says preheat the muffin and then line your muffin pan with 12 liners, which I'm gonna do very soon because my liners are currently put away, which I gotta get those. So what we're gonna do is it says in a medium bowl, combine the streusel ingredients, fully combine them and transfer them on a baking sheet to break them up into crumbles smaller than a pea. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna combine the dry ingredients first. So the flour, the sugar, then the other sugar, which is a rock, and the cinnamon. Apparently I cannot speak today. I'm just gonna move the iPad a bit. And then now we're gonna start pouring the butter. Just gonna look really nice. And with my spatula, my small baking spatula, I'm gonna combine them. Once it's all combined like this, now you're gonna take them. So they say no size like smaller than a pea. So what we have to do is I'm assuming we have to just kind of break it up because it looks pretty much broken up. It's just because could come out like this. You gotta take some of the chunkies away. So we're gonna see what the end result is gonna look like. So the next step to make the muffins is you have to cream together your butter and your sugars. So I'm gonna be using my mixer, which I've been asking mother dearest to get me a KitchenAid. Hasn't worked out yet. Okay, so I'm gonna put the butter, the sugar. There we go. Sugar number 1, sugar number 2, and let's start to cream. So I'm gonna put it on low right now. That is low. And now we're gonna start to pick it up. Oh. Come on. Alright. So it's smooth. It's mostly smooth, so I think we're gonna be good with this. So now the next part is you have to combine your 2 eggs. Right now, no shell, that's good. And 2 eggs, your vanilla extract, and your pumpkin. I don't know if this is gonna come out. Ah! Okay, that didn't work as planned. Here we go. I need a spoon. And now let's see if my mixer works. Oh, it does. And now you have to combine it till it is smooth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the flour in last. So I'm just gonna start putting my other one. So this is my baking soda. Get it all in, baking powder. And I just got some pumpkin on me. This would be your nutmeg. I think the nutmeg gives it a really nice flavor. I forgot my cloves. That was your salt. This is going to be your allspice and your cinnamon. Let me get the cloves. My cloves, I put it in this because it says ground cloves. I didn't have ground cloves, so I actually ground my own cloves. And it says a pinch, which I think this actually in here, which you can smell. I think this is a pinch. I'd say this is a pinch. I think it just needs a little bit more of a grounding. So I'll show you how you do this. So you buy one of these and you just, oops. You shake it. So see, now it's more ground. So that's not bad. I usually don't like cloves because it is a remedy for when you have your wisdom teeth and it tastes disgusting, but I think it's gonna make it really nice in here. There you go. And now I'm not putting the flour in right away, like all of it. I'm going to put some of it because it will come up and it'll be too much. So because it's 2 cups, I'm just gonna start gradually putting it in and we'll see where this takes us. When it's all ready, so there's a little few streaks here, but I think it's good for the bottom because if you see right here, there's not much. So now it's time to put them in your lined pan, which I have right here. And I don't have a cookie scooper, but I have an ice cream scoop. So I'm gonna take one. So that's a little too much, I find. So we're gonna put 2 here. And then I need a spoon. Start to put them in. I think this needs a few scoops. I don't think this is gonna do much, so I'm going to, of course I drop everything, put some more in. So maybe like about, I'd say that much. So let me take out one of these. I'd say around that much. Alright, so once all your pumpkin mixture is in, so like this, you have to keep them in, you line them in the tray as I said before, make sure they don't fall. And these might rise really high, so get ready. So also, once your streusel has been evenly divided and properly placed, you're gonna just sprinkle, it says sprinkle well, so I'm gonna sprinkle a bit in each and then the remainder I'll sprinkle around. Which, thanks to my camera lady, she helped me a lot with the streusel, which is really good. Thank you very much, by the way. Alrighty, so once it's all ready, once the streusel's all done, usually I would cover the whole top. I think it's a nice way of placing it. So we're gonna put it in the oven now. It has to say it has to be at 350. Right now it's saying 325, but it beeped, so it means it's ready. I'm gonna place them in. It's really hot. I'm gonna put them in. Perfect. And then we're gonna set the timer. It says 20 to 25 minutes, so we're gonna try 20 for now. We're gonna see what happens. If it needs a little bit more, I'll put it for 5 more minutes. So we're gonna go 20. And then you wait till it's done. Well, that's ready. We put it for 25 minutes in the end, so I'm gonna clear it. And let's see. So never, one safety thing, never open the oven face forward. If you do, if there's a fire, it'll come straight at you, or if there's smoke. So always open it to the side. Which, oh my gosh. I don't think the crumble worked as well as I planned it, but look at that. So we're gonna let them down to cool, and then Hey guys, so now we're gonna be doing the icing. So it's gonna be a cream cheese icing. So as you can tell, it's probably the next day because it's really light, but it's actually 2 days. It's actually 2 days later, but that's okay, we can just continue. So we're gonna be making a cream cheese icing. So what I got together is, we have a recipe here in front of us of how to make a lemon blueberry layer cake, which I will be doing that one day. But we only cut it down half. So I will put all the information down below on how to make this. So you're gonna have a 1/4 cup of butter. So then your next ingredient is gonna be icing sugar, which is 1½ cups. So you're just gonna pour it right in, like that. Then you're gonna have some cooking cream. And you're gonna put, since I'm breaking it down, so it's gonna be 1 tablespoon. So just gonna open it. But make sure you pour it over the sink, because if you put too much, it's gonna overflow. Look at that. Pour it all in. Alright, and then you're gonna take half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So this recipe is very vanilla. Because there's a lot of vanilla used, but I think it's a really good ingredient. There we go. And 4 ounces of cream cheese. So this one's already 4 ounces prepared for me. I'm gonna just plop it in. There we go. And I'll put this in the sink too. I'll throw it out. And then it asks for a pinch of salt. So it's very hard to know what a pinch is. Usually, what I was taught is it's just, it's a little bit too much, but it's a little bit like in the palm of your hand. So you could still add a little bit more though. So we're gonna take that much, and that's your pinch of salt. Now you just have to whip it till it's a nice whipped cream cheese, of course. And then let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, so I don't have a piping bag, but I have this. It's a bit cracked, but it's gonna work. So you wanna make it a bit fluffy. After, we added a bit more cooking cream to it because I found that it was very stiff. So we eyeballed it. It's probably about half a teaspoon. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your piping bag, or you're gonna take one of these that are like a piping bag, and you're gonna just plop some in. I think I got enough. Let's see, we're gonna take one of them and bring it Now, since they're all iced, what we're gonna do is I bought some of these little sprinkles. They're Halloween colored because 'tis the season. So I'm just gonna put some of them in the cap. And take a spoon and drizzle them on top. So I'll take a small spoon like this. And make them. And they're all ready. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave links below to how to get the recipe. Shout out to Rachel who made this recipe. I think it's a really good idea. And I'll give you at the bottom, all the way at the description section, I'll put you how to make the icing. So it's going to be really nice. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Like and subscribe, and let me know what it turns out for you. And if you have any recipe suggestions, let me know. Bye!